And to John's point about people not being listened to, there is a degree here. When you have ethno-nationalists with a distorted view going out in droves, causing an issue, that's not a proper protest here, John. So let's not confuse what a proper protest and proper rally is to the groupings that you're describing. So the groupings that you're describing are people out to cause violence and discontent and whip up fear when there shouldn't be.
Okay, let's respond to this. First of all, the idea that people are out whipping up fear, and I'm not here to defend any nutcase ethno-nationalist, but there's a reason they're the only people who these people in these communities seem to be listening to. Whipping up fear, she says, after 3 school children were stabbed on the streets by somebody who, frankly, should not have been in this country. Should not have... Let me finish the point. An Irish citizen, yes, but somebody who was reported by John Mooney in the Sunday Times, came here in the year 2000, was issued with a deportation officer
and appealed it successfully and was made an Irish citizen.
And according to the Sunday Independent, has never worked a day in his life. And it's not the first incident. It's not the first incident. Let me finish this point. Ryan Casey, the boyfriend of Ashley Murphy, asked a very reasonable question in court in his victim impact statement when he said, how did somebody... Are you
Let's just talk...
No, because you didn't cover it when it happened, so don't cut it off now. What he said
we did, actually.
What he said was...
I just want to go back, because your website, John McGuirk, has received a lot of criticism this week.
For reporting the news.
For choosing to highlight the nationality of the suspect in this night attack at a moment in time when there were hostilities in the city centre. I'm wondering, in what way did you feel his nationality had a bearing on this incident?
It was entirely relevant because, as subsequent facts have shown, he was somebody who came here, was given citizenship after being issued with a deportation order, and has never, according to the Sunday Independent, worked a day in his life. It is relevant because of what happened with Joseph Puska, what happened in Sligo with Yusuf Palani. It is further relevant, I would say. I mean, it's fascinating that I'm being asked this question because no one is saying the story was untrue. Essentially, the story...
No, I didn't say it was untrue. I asked you what its relevance was.
It's essentially the position now seems to have gone from, we're worried about misinformation and disinformation, to all of a sudden you can no longer report true information or you're whipping up fear. And so I would question, you're a fellow journalist, we're discussing journalism, I would question you, what power do you have, Ciara, or any journalist have, to decide what fact the public should or should not know?
I'm not saying that they have... I'm saying what journalists do have, John McGuirk, what they do have, John McGuirk, is responsibility.
For what?
That's what journalists have.
Not to overheat an already
Not to overheat or inflame an already hostile situation. That's the responsibility journalists also have.
What your essential position is that you, as a journalist sitting in that chair, should decide what information the people watching this programme have, and if you decide that they can't handle it, you don't give it to them. In this case, the information was true, it was relevant.
Okay, I want to let you respond to that.